Hey all, Maroon here. Welcome to another video. In today's session, we're gonna be targeting the legs and core. We're gonna perform 6 exercises, each exercise for 12 reps. We're gonna start by hitting the quads for 2 exercises, the first 2. Then we're gonna target the hams and glutes. And then we're gonna finish with last 2 exercises, we're gonna focus on the core. So we're gonna be using a pair of dumbbells. I'm gonna be using 10 pounds, so you can use either 10 or 12. Let it be light so we can focus more on form. We're gonna use a chair and a mat. So let's go ahead and start with a small dynamic warm-up. I'm gonna start by laying on my side, knees bent. I'm gonna start by warming up the hips. So from here, legs in a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna lift up, rotate all the way in a circular motion, and then control back forward. Try to keep it only in the hips and not to compensate with the lower back. So slow, controlled rotation. We're gonna go for 3 reps back and forth. Going at your own pace. Try to go a bit slow so you can focus on moving the hip into its full circular motion. Make sure it's pain-free. Last one. So hip flexion, open up, internally rotate, kick your leg back, kick your foot back, and slowly control forward. We're gonna reverse it. So doing the rotations while laying on your side gives you a better control because you're not worrying about balance, so you can focus only on rotating the hips and not on just keeping your balance while doing it while standing. So we're gonna do the other side. If you feel your neck start to bother, you can place a pillow underneath your neck. Especially when you kick back, there's sometimes you tend to arch the lower back. So try to keep it more into hip extension. If you want, you can place your arm on your hip so you can get the feedback of when you're arching the lower back. You can stop and then follow up by bringing the knee forward. One more. All right, that's for the hips. We're going to continue with knees. So we're going to start with the left knee. I need you to grab your thigh underneath. You're going to keep your toes pointing up, so always flexion in the ankle. This time I'm going to point my toes out. I'm going to extend the knee, rotate in, control back. So always keep your flexion in the ankle, so toes pointing up, you're rotating in and out. Keep your toes pointing in, lift up, rotate out, control back. One more. All right, now from here we're gonna move the ankle. So keep the same foot and start extension, rotation in, circular motion. So I'm gonna be here so you can see me. So extend, rotate in, just moving your ankle into circular rotation. We're gonna be using, we should have a bit of ankle mobility because the exercises would be some lunges. So we should have a prerequisite of some good ankle mobility. We're gonna reverse direction. So keep it in a nice circular motion. Right, we're gonna do the other side, other foot. So same thing. You're gonna start with the knee. So point your toes in. Keep flexion the ankle. Extend the knee. Rotate in. Control back. Keep your toes pointing out, up, rotate in, keep the flexion, so always toes pointing towards the ceiling. So either your toe is pointing out or in, but there's always should be flexion in the ankle. All right, from here, let's go for ankle. So same movement, start by extension, rotate in, out, keep it only in the ankle, circle motion. And if you feel you're rounding too much your back or your lower back start to hurt, try to be close to the wall. So lay your back on your wall, and then you can focus only on the ankle so you're not bothered by your back. All right. So that's a small dynamic warm-up. We're gonna finish with warming up a bit our abductors. You're gonna sit on the floor. In this position, try to bring your knee forward and then opening up the abductors. Keep your back up. So you're holding for 1 second and controlling back. Four more. All right. So now we're warmed up. We're gonna start with the first exercise. Like I said, we're gonna do the first two exercises. We're gonna target the quads. So let's go ahead and grab the dumbbells. We're gonna start with the Bulgarian split squats, but it's gonna be a bit different by the way we position our torso. So from here, I need you to be in a comfortable position with the foot on the chair, and then from where we're gonna start by lunging down. So here's the trick: when you come up, keep your torso forward so you can emphasize the quads. So all the way down, hold, and then keep your torso forward, lift up. You're not locking your knee at the top, you're keeping all the tension and the quads. Keep your torso forward even when you lift up. Two more. All right. Switch sides, switch legs. So I need you to be in a comfortable position, so you're not too much forward and not too much back. Keep your foot planted down. Lunge down. Keep your torso forward, lift up, don't lock the knee. Seven. Strong grip. 8. 2 more. Woo. That's why we need to use light dumbbells, because we're controlling, holding 1 second in a deep lunge, then slowly shifting up while keeping the torso forward. We're going to continue with goblet squats. So the position, your toes shouldn't be pointing, your feet shouldn't be too much out. This way you can get the focus more on the quads. You're going to sit back and down without pulling the knees out. Back to the top. You're squeezing your glutes, but you're keeping your knees soft. Six more. Two more. Perfect. Catch your breath. So this is 2 exercise targeting the quads. We're going to continue with another 2, focusing more on the hands and glutes. We're going to do another lunge variation. So we're going to go for a reverse lunge, but you're going to keep your torso forward. Try to touch the dumbbells down to the floor, and when you lift up, you're keeping the knees soft. You're activating the hands, holding it there. So you're corkscrewing your foot into the floor. Activate the hips, hams, and glutes. So if you see me from this angle, so I take a big inhale and step back, a lunge. I tap here, and I keep my torso forward. I lift up, I squeeze, activate hands and glutes. 12 reps. Let's get set. So take a big inhale, step back, lunge, tap, all the way up, keep your knees soft. Keep your torso forward when you lift up. Ooh, feel it burning. All right, other side. So the foot is always planked down. Think of tripod position, pushing your big toes, small toes and heels. That'll give you better support. And all the emphasis on the front heel when you push forward. Get set? So big inhale, step back, lunge, tap, all the way up, squeeze. 2 more. Whew. All right, get your breath. All right, so the second exercise for the hands and glutes, you're gonna be in a squat variation. So this time, to target more the hands and glutes, I need you to go wider, holding one dumbbell. We're gonna squat all the way down, lift quarter up, then sink deeper into the squat. Every time I squat down, I pull my knee out, and I gently swing with the dumbbell. So we're gonna go for 12 reps. Get set, so if you see my position, toes pointing out, wide feet, big inhale, squat all the way down, swing, quarter up. Ooh, all right. Okay, I'm gonna finish with the core. We're gonna start with some crunches, just using one dumbbell. That's optional. You can just do it with your body weight. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna crunch, bring my knees towards my elbow towards the knees, extend back, keep mid back and lower back flat, all the way to V up. Two more. Whew. Right, dumbbell down. Gonna continue targeting the obliques. We're gonna do some windshield wipers. So either in this position or the progression would be legs all the way up. So arms extended flat on the floor from one side to the other. You can keep a crunch position so your lower back stays flat. Two more. That's it. All right, let's have a minute break and we go for round 2. Round 2. So back to the Bulgarian split squat. So in this position, one foot on the bench or on the chair, you're gonna lunge down and then keep your torso forward, lift up. Keep your knee locked and soft. So I'm not locking the knee at the top, keeping all the tension in the quads. Ooh, all right. Now switch. So another option that you can do is when you lunge down, try to pull the knee out, and that works more the inner part of the thigh as well. So you're gonna step more to the side. So lunge down and pull the knee out. That's working more the quad, the abductors, the inner thigh muscles. Then keep your torso forward, lift up. Nice. We're gonna continue with the squat, goblet squat. Keep your feet hip width, a bit narrower. Catch your breath. So we're gonna squat, keep your knees more in line with the toes rather than pulling them out. And then all the way up, squeeze the glutes, keep your knees soft. So we're still focusing on the front part of the leg. So if you feel like your squat is limited, you can place a book underneath your heels. So this gives you more depth of squatting down. Two more. Ooh. Catch your breath. All right, let's continue with the calves. So lunge, gonna lunge, tap down, getting more of this hand activation. Maybe on this side. So I'm keeping my torso forward even when I lift up, corkscrewing the foot, activating here and here. Woo. Right, other side. Alright, that's 12. Keep one dumbbell. Another squat variation, focusing more on the back muscles of the leg. Whew. Alright, so my stance, toes pointing out, holding the dumbbells from the side. Every time I squat, I pull my knees out, keep my heels down, big toes, small toes, and I swing a bit forward. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, squat down, swing, 4 drop. Ooh. All right. Continue with core. So we're gonna continue with crunches all the way to V-ups. All right. Keep your lower back, mid back flat, so your legs are above the floor. I'm not taking my dumbbells all the way back, so I'm not arching the lower back. Two more. Right. Get your breath. Whenever you're ready, you're gonna press the floor down. I'm gonna do the regression this time. So you're bringing the knee from one side to the legs to the other. If you have a pillow, you can squeeze, press the pillow between your knees and squeeze on it. That gives you more activation. So you're working also legs with core.
We have no time for that. If we make mistakes, we are lost.
One more. Woo. All right, guys. So that's it for legs and core. We're gonna stretch. So work a lot of quads. Just stretch the hip flexor. So laying on your side, grabbing the foot, keep the knee under your hip, tuck your pelvis in, reduce your arch lower back, and feel the stretch in the front part of the leg. Breathe there. Switch. Same thing, knee under your hip, tucking your pelvis in, reducing the arch of the lower back, trying to pull the foot back
We stand
or to push back.
united as one. Forward on we go. Face friend and go. We will know what it is. We have no time for that.
With every exhale, I'm trying to pull my head up, so putting the foot up, getting this stretch more in the hip flexor. Slowly leg down. You're gonna stretch the hams. So you're gonna land on your heels, place your arms on your hips, toes pointed, or flexion the ankle, arch the lower back and float over the front thigh. Keep your back straight, keep your toes pointing up, get a stretch here, hold and breathe. What helps me to gain the balance is pushing the back foot into the floor.
We are lost.
Slowly up, on the side. So same thing, you're landing on your heels, toes up, arms on your hips, arching the lower back and floating over the front thigh,
United as
pushing the back foot down,
one. On we go.
breathe.
Friend and go. We will know what it is. We have no time for that. If we make mistakes, we are lost.
And slowly up. Alright guys, that's it for today's session. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care and see you next video.